Dynamic flexibility is great, trying to help improve your range of motion, but you can't throw static stretching out the window either. So that's more of what you're used to probably. A static, all that means is you're going to hold it for a period of 10, 15, maybe up to 20 seconds, and it's a standstill type stretch. The first exercise in the static portion of our flexibility warm-up is just going to be the old feet together, touch your toes stretch. You got to take care that your legs are locked out. You can see Jacob's very flexible with this. His legs are locked out. He's got his palms on the ground. And again, you'll hold all of your static stretches for a period of anywhere between 10 and 20 seconds. All right, Jacob, relax. The next stretch we'll do is a right over left stretch, all right? So he's going to make sure his toes are squared up. And what happens with this deal, crossing your feet, it really locks your back leg out and puts a lot more emphasis just on the single leg hamstring. He'll go down again, trying to get your hands down to the ground. And remember, it is very important that you keep your legs straight on this stuff. You see a lot of guys with bent knees that get all the way down the ground, but it's not doing anything because your leg's bent. So go as far as you can with the leg locked out. All right, relax, switch it up. All right, ready, stretch. Okay, relax. The next stretch we're going to do, I'm going to have Jacob spread his feet real wide. Now this is also a hamstring stretch, but it targets the inside of your leg as well, kind of your inner thigh area. All right, the first move he's going to do is down to his right leg, and he's going to try to get his nose on his knee. Again, very important that you maintain that straight leg position throughout this series of stretches we're working on. All right, to your left. And finally, down the middle. Your goal here is to try to get your elbows on the ground. If you can do that, work toward getting the top of your head on the ground or reaching back through. You hear a lot of coaches say reach back and grab some grass. Either way, as long as you're getting in that posture that Jacob's in right now, you're in pretty good shape. Okay, relax. The next exercise is a sumo squat. And what Jacob's going to do is get his feet maybe around shoulder width apart. The goal here is to keep your heels on the ground throughout this stretch. So what you want to do is sit down with your butt lower than your knees, really drop it, then take your elbows and push out. Okay, so you're working your hip here and stretching your groin as well. And this really helps with hip flexibility and your ability to move. Okay, relax. Just drop back on your rear end. The next stretch we're going to do is a hurdle stretch. The way we do it, you'll tuck your right leg in front, tuck your left leg kind of behind you, get your heel on your rear end, all right? And you're not reaching out over your knee, but you're going to reach out over your shin. So Jacob's going to pick a spot and reach to it, try to get his nose on the ground, which he does a great job with this thing. And what you're stretching here is kind of your low glute area, your hip, and that's going to help when we start snapping to make sure we don't pull anything or hurt our low back. We're trying to get everything loosened up best we can. The next stretch we're going to do will start from the same position as the first, but he's going to ease himself back slowly, keeping both knees on the ground, just till he feels the pull in the quad of the front knee there you see. The leg that's tucked behind, he'll feel in that quad, and he's just going to sit on that one there a second, and he'll feel that quad stretch happen. So you kind of knock two birds out with one stone. Okay, relax, switch it up. And this will just go through the same sequence you just saw, but he's got to do it on both sides. Okay, relax, lay back on it. Okay, relax. The next thing I'm going to have Jacob do is put his right knee on the ground and his left foot out in front, just kind of like in a kneeling position. All right, in a kneeling position, there you go. All right, and he's going to extend his front foot out several inches away. All right, and what we're going to do is work on a hip flexor stretch, and he's got it out there too far. There he is. All right, he'll put his hands on his hips and sink his hips down and forward, really making sure he keeps his back arched, almost like a position like you'd start a squat. And he's going to push that knee that's down, he's going to feel in that front of his leg there real high on his hip. Now you're just stretching the front of that hip area. Okay, relax, switch it up. Again, same thing, just got to hit both sides with it. All right, ready, push. Okay, relax. All right, go ahead and get on your feet. The next exercise we're going to do is just to help get the shoulder joint loosened up. We've got a couple of them we're going to do. The first one, I'm going to have Jacob grab his right elbow and pull it down behind his head. All right, so he'll pull that down, just let that arm hang down the middle of his back and apply enough pressure there where you feel that pull. Okay, relax, repeat on the other side. Ready, stretch. Okay, relax. The next stretch I'm going to have Jacob do is pulling across. So he's going to grab behind his right elbow, try to get his bicep on his throat, and we kind of jokingly say, act like you're going to put yourself in a headlock. And what you're going to do on this stretch is you're going to really pull that rear delt area. And if you've ever been through a long snapping workout, you know the next day, that's a place where you're typically pretty sore. So he's doing a nice job right there, keeping that arm straight across. All right, relax, pull the other way. And relax. All right, nice job.